Hey everybody, Jennifer McCune here, and I wanted to come live today and share a little bit about my journey with a direct sales business because I've heard so much over the years of people who have a lot of different opinions, people who've been part of it, people who haven't, and I just wanted to be really real on my experience, share what it's been like, talk a little bit about I think a lot of people might be interested and some people just don't know what it's really like. So I'm going to be very honest that when I started, I live in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I moved here 25 years ago to get my master's and PhD at UVA. So needless to say, probably for a lot of you, starting a direct sales business was never in my mind. I probably had a negative viewpoint of what they were and definitely was not thinking that I would ever do something like this. And I'm very glad I took a chance to take the opportunity to learn more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and share what the bad things are, and then I'm going to end with the good things. So a lot of times that we hear with direct sales, a lot of people don't make money. So we hear there's so many people doing it and not a lot of people make money. So here's one of the challenging things about direct sales. Like any business, you have to work. So with regard to other jobs out there, there are some jobs that frankly, if you just show up, you're going to get a paycheck. There are some jobs out there where people check their Facebook and you're just going to get a paycheck, or people just need to be a warm body and a desk and you're going to get a paycheck. With a direct sales business, and this is not even just direct sales, this is any business. If you do not work, you're not going to make any money. I mean, that's just the reality. So there are a lot of people who join direct sales businesses and don't do the work because it's hard. It's not easy, right? So if you don't do any work, if you don't share with any people, you're just not going to make money. Whereas if you go to a job and you don't do any work, you could still get a paycheck. So that's one of the really challenging things about direct sales. The other really challenging thing is most people, when they start a direct sales business, have never done any business before. So a lot of it requires putting yourself outside of your comfort zone. So when I started, I was doing culture and language training and I was sitting behind a desk. I had never done anything entrepreneurial at all. I had never had my own business, and it required me to put myself outside of my comfort zone in a huge way. Doing live videos, talking to people, sharing with people was way outside of my comfort zone. And some people frankly don't want to do that, and that's okay. A lot of times though, if we're looking for a difference and a change in our lives, we're going to have to go outside of our comfort zone. I liken it to most of us, it feels really comfy being in our jammies all day and reading a book or watching a movie or whatever the case may be. It's not as comfortable sometimes getting out of bed and going and working out, or eating healthy, doing certain things like that. And when we do go outside of our comfort zones, a lot of times we learn a lot. So all of this that I'm telling you about direct sales, it's no different with any sort of business that you're starting, right? There are challenges. It's really, really hard. Some of the other challenges with direct sales are people are really unpleasant sometimes. Direct sales can have a bad rap, and I recognize that. There are a lot of people who have misnomers, and there are people who've had bad experiences. And it's really interesting to me because if we think about, let's take another industry. Let's just say fast food. I don't know why. I don't really eat fast food, but let's just pick it. So what if you go into McDonald's one time and you have really crappy service? Are you never going to go to any McDonald's ever again? Are you going to say all fast food sucks? Or how about if you go into a shopping mall, which rarely any of us do anymore. I don't know why I picked that. But say you walk into a department store and you have horrible service there. Are you going to say all department stores suck? Of course not. So it's really interesting. I'm not going to say that there aren't direct sales companies out there that aren't good or don't have good products, but there are plenty of them that do, that have reputable, ethical people and amazing products. So just with anything, I think it's important to remember that there are always rotten apples out there, and there are always rotten apples within rotten apples, right? So I'm very grateful that I took the chance and the opportunity to learn more about my direct sales business. So now I'm going to share a little bit about the good, because there's been a lot of good and it's been surprising to me, some of it. So when I started, I was really looking for time flexibility. I wanted to be able to live life and not work life. And I will say that part of this has been so wonderful that I have a lot more time to take care of my health. Before I started this business, I had to get up and work out at 5:30 in the morning so that I could be home to be with my kids before they went to school and then to go to work. Now I get to work out at a normal time. I get to work out at 9:20 in the morning. I get to really take care of my health. I'm turning 50 in February, and you can't beat having the chance to take care of your health. I'm also able to then focus on cooking healthy meals for me and our family. I cook most every single day. I'm able to take the time to be with my kids. I work around my kids and my family's schedule. I joke that I'm a stay-at-home mom who makes a full-time salary. So that's been really impactful on our family. I also have learned a ton about leadership, mentorship. We talk in direct sales how it's personal development with a paycheck, and I never realized how much I needed and wanted personal development and professional growth, and that comes with this industry. Also, another benefit for me, apart from the learning and the time, is the most amazing supportive environment. A lot of times we're ensconced in negative work situations that we cannot free ourselves from or choose not to free ourselves from. And I really have found the most amazing, and one wonderful friend is joining right now, Shauna, that these people, and Sheree, these people that I would never have met otherwise, the most abundant, supportive people in my life who are helping me grow and learning so much more. So there's a great book out there about direct sales in general called Business of the 21st Century. And this was written by Robert Kiyosaki. If you haven't heard of him, Rich Dad, Poor Dad fame. And he talks about direct sales in general. If you're at all interested about doing an entrepreneurial gig, for me, entrepreneurship in direct sales was great because I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. Somebody had a product there for me. Somebody had training there for me, had basically a turnkey business all set up for me, and I could earn residual income. So Business of the 21st Century talks more why direct sales is such a smart business model. And I would highly recommend, if you're at all interested for more time flexibility for your future, if you're at all interested in residual income, if you like to travel, if you like to learn, if you might like to meet incredible people, you should take a look at the book, and I'll be happy to answer other questions. And I'll put the link to the book in this video. I'd be happy to answer any other questions about my journey. My biggest piece of advice is, if any of this sounds interesting at all, put your preconceived notions about direct sales, MLM, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, behind you, and really take the opportunity to get to learn. And rather than just say no, at least learn what you're saying no to and understand it. I'm really glad that I did that and put those notions behind me. So I hope this helps some of you. It really, I mean, something like this would have changed my life a few years ago. Maybe it'll change some of yours as well. So have a lovely day.